I'm almost 43. I'm child free. This was done intentionally. And I don't think that I should ever be shamed for my choice not to have a child. I'm an aunt, and I would be pulled limb from limb for those kids, but I still don't want any. I feel like we've been conditioned by society to feel like as women, it's like our life's purpose because we were gifted by God to have children. And
What's up, y'all? Welcome to the DeMarkco effect, where you get the full effect of me. Now, one thing I don't think that we do is I don't think that we let light on our women that actually are living their life with some type of intent. What I mean by that is she's 40, she says she's 43 with no kids, right? And she didn't plan on having any kids. And that's okay. Now, one thing why I'm saying we don't give them as much their kudos and props for that is because there's people in this world that have kids that shouldn't even have kids, but they're just having sex and they're having kids and they're creating broken families and broken households as well, which is not good for the kid or is not good for the mental of both of the adults because you have problems going on in different households when the kid should be with the parent and the parent should be married. Especially if we're talking about Christian values. Christian values, you have husband and wife have kids together. And Christian values, you know, even if we take that away, a woman's purpose is a man, right? So if we're getting into the conversation of, giving a woman credit, I would give her credit for not having kids at 43 and not she don't seem like she's a toxic person. She actually is a very, very good looking woman. She's very beautiful. Like this girl is she fine. She look good. But we'll watch the rest of it.
I've always known at a very young age that that was not something that I wanted to participate in. So, as your big sister or aunt, I want to tell you, young ladies, if you decide not to have kids, that is okay, my love. And if you do want to have kids, baby, listen to me. It should be a well thought out, planned thing, and you should absolutely take into consideration the person that you are having that kid or those children with.
And that goes back to what I said. When you having kids, have a kid with intention. And the thing that I will tell you, ladies, is this. If y'all want to have a husband or a specific guy that y'all want, understand a man is in control of that relationship. So if the man wants kids, it's either you give him kids or another woman is going to give him kids. That's just how it goes. That's life. If the man wants kids and you don't want kids, leave that guy alone. Because you're going to start problems that don't need to be arose and arise in a situation. You have to be conscious enough and disciplined enough to understand that you and that other person should want the same thing. And if he wants kids and you don't want kids, understand that you're going to miss out on that guy. So when it comes to picking and having your choice on who you want to be with, just remember, when you get with a guy that you want to be with and he wants kids and you don't want kids, you can't change his mind. So don't waste his time. And when it comes to women that want to have a family, remember you are living for your husband at that point. Your sole purpose on this earth now is to be a helpmeet to your husband, is to make things easier for him so he can do what he have to do to protect and provide. Okay?
This is not something that God intended for you to do alone, and that's happening way too much in our society. I love you. Whatever you decide, I love you.
And she's right. She's right. When you bring kids in this world, you can't do it alone. You can't take care of them alone because the kids didn't come into this world alone. It ain't like the kids just magically happened and the kid just magically popped out of you and you didn't have intercourse with a man. Or it ain't like this woman just magically had your kid. and it magically popped out to look like you. No. Y'all both participate in acts, and y'all both have to be mature enough to understand that, this kid life is now very valuable because this kid didn't ask to be here. So when you do have a kid, it's better to plan it, especially if you're married. I know somebody personally that I used to know, and they were telling me how, you know, they had a kid with a guy and they planned to have a kid with him so they can stay together, and they thought it was gonna fix their relationship, and it didn't work because now both of them people are separate away from each other, and they're raising the kids together, but they're dealing with other people. So don't plan to have a kid with a boyfriend or a girlfriend. Plan to have a kid with a husband or a wife. It makes a soul difference. It makes a soul difference. It makes your life a lot easier. It makes your life a lot simpler. And it makes your life less stressful. And women, you cannot control a guy. Remember that. Y'all can't change each other. So if you get with a guy, understand this is more than likely who he's going to be. Don't try to change him. Don't tell him, yeah, you need to do this and you need to do that and I need you to do that. Don't do that. Just be by his side if you're going to be by his side, because somebody else will literally take that guy that you have and appreciate him a lot more. And for the men, when it comes to having a wife or a girlfriend, do not try to change her as well. Focus on the things that she's good at and do your best to make those things better. Spend barely any percent of your time focusing on the things that she can't do. Spend a majority of the time working on the things that she can do, and she will become a better woman that way. Same with your man. Don't tell your man what he need to be doing and all of this stuff. That ain't gonna get him to want to do stuff. Just be the feminine woman that he needs, and you'll be fine. There's too many people in our world that have kids and they don't think the way that she does. And that's why I always go back to the fact that there's people in this world that have kids that don't need to have kids. I was at a restaurant one night and I seen two drunk people, never met each other. I was in Michigan. Two drunk people, never met each other, didn't know each other, but they both decided to go home together. And in the back of my head, I was like, damn, these two drunk people that just met gonna have a one night stand and they might create a baby that's a menace to society because they both drunk. And that's a real life thing. But other than that, leave y'all thoughts down below. Leave a comment down below because it is valued. Leave a like for the algorithm. It obviously pushes the videos. And if you are not subscribed and you want to subscribe, welcome to the family. If you are, you already know I love you. But for all of y'all, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Have a good evening, good day, good night, good morning, wherever y'all at. And I'll see y'all.